Well, I think it's about 9ish at night, and this is Lan's secret place. Well, not secret, a little cave at the front of the house. My cave is around the back, and it's so nice this time of night. It's quiet, peaceful, and at the moment not too many really loud insects. Lan is doing her chores downstairs, looking for snails that are munching on her plants and orchids. And of course we have Cookie Monster here. The place looks literally like a bomb hit it, with Junior's stuff all over. Here she is. Snail Patrol. Oi. And she'll be coming up to check the orchid soon, and I'll be going round to check on the bonsai. Ooh, let me show you the devastation. Wait. That even 1 2-year-old can do. He's actually asleep in our room through there at the moment. But it's just doors open all over the place. What do you think, Cookie? Huh? What do you think, baby boy? He's a monster. Look. And it goes on. Oh, I'll come and get coffee in a minute. Now, just for those that are interested, we do have a water supply. We have our own well. And the water is essentially clean. And for 99.9% of people, it's fine. But because of all my problems last year, we decided to go and buy water. So we know definitely that it's clean. And that goes in our boiler, or water that we use for drinking, certainly that I use. And those bottles cost about £1 each. They're 40 baht, so that's less than £1 actually, quite a bit less than £1, 60 pence. And we always have 3, and as they go empty, we stick them out the front. Stick 40 baht, it's 20 baht. Yeah, what am I talking about? 40 baht, because the last order we had 2. Duh. They're 20 baht each. So what's that? 30 pence, something. When one's empty, we stick it out, stick 20 baht in a little cash bag, plastic bag, tape it on the bottle. Next day, bottle reappears magically full. And Tommy is asleep. His cage is never closed. He doesn't like to sleep in his cage. Never has done. So I made this tent for him. He comes out of the cage and goes underneath between the cage and the cloth. And you'll probably see him moving about up there. There he is. Sorry, Tommy. And then we go out to my cave at the back, of course. And my bonsai workplace. I'm still in recovery a little bit. I'm about 80% of the way. After a really bad ME episode. Which had me bedridden for a fair few days. But today is the first day really I've been able to stay out of bed, but I still get very, very tired. I've lost a lot of weight, down to about 56 kilo, which is crazy. It should be 70. There you go, it'll get better. So, there we are. I was going to put this up just for my friends. I think I might leave this open for anybody, because I'll do a little tour of my trees for those that are interested. Bear with me, it takes me a bit of time. I get tired easy. So, these are the Vietnamese bluebell trees. This one has been worked on already. And the flowers, I've cut it back to shape, so it's lost most of its flowers. So it's going through a leaf drop period now, and then it will grow again quite strongly, as this lady has. She's beautiful, this little girl. It's my wife's tree, and she loves it, and she loves to see the flowers, so I do let it go a bit crazy and get a full flower. So at least one of the trees shine a beautiful display. Gorgeous flowers, absolutely gorgeous. Focus. And a couple of terminalia, which I quite like. They're the ones that grow a platform and then a branch grows out the middle, goes directly up, so you can do some nice effects with them. There's another one there that's had the second layer, very early shaped, and some little bits and pieces. Tamarind bonsai are really popular here in Thailand because we have them growing all over the place, and Thai have this particular style that they like. It's real twisty, twisty, twisty. I like them too. I've got some Premna growing up there, and a couple of cherry trees. They were taken as cuttings. They're a few years old now. More Premna and more tamarind there. We got, oh yeah, there she's coming into flower too. Beautiful. And a couple of others. Nice tamarind that I'm looking after. It's in recovery. It's been in hospital for about 3 years now, almost dead, but we've brought her back, and she's starting to get a shape again, but she'll never be as she was, but she's still a beautiful tree. And obviously with tamarind, the leaves are closed up now, it's dark. And that's jasmine, mock orange. It's very nice shape hidden in there, and she needs a trim to bring it out, and she will be having that very soon. I'll make a little video. I've been moving them around today. That's another one of my small tamarind. Well, small, she's what, 24 inches? Maybe 26 inches tall. Lovely tree, and really nice shape. And I've got a few that are hanging out over in Lan's property with her orchids. And there's a couple on the ground, a fig that I've got to decide what to do with. And of course, the bluebell. The owner, I've been looking after this lady for a while. The owner was away, and he particularly likes this canopy shape, so I haven't done anything to create any steps or whatever. It's just keeping a nice tight canopy that's not tight enough to block any light, so we don't get much dead inside. It's still open. And one of my favourite bluebell trees here. This lady is lovely. Oh, something, a bit of fun. Onto a rock. Oh no, it's bogwood. Forgotten about that. Ah, this girl. She's gorgeous. Lovely shape. She's over here. I'm just waiting for her flowering to finish so I can work on some of the new growth to fill out the pads. And she's nearly finished with the flowering. I let her get away with it this year because it wasn't a full flowering. It was about 30%, so it's not going to sap her strength too much. And then we have this poor girl who is recovering from a mealybug infestation. They are little bastards. But we got them, not in time, but we got them, and there is still enough there to play with. There's lots of branches that would easily turn into pads, so it'll be a different style of tree by the time she's finished, but she's survived. Then I got this poor lady who I've had for a couple of years now, she was initially recovering from a dry spell, which did a lot of damage to most of the main branches. So I've been trying to let her grow on to bring her back over the last few years. I'm looking after for a friend, very good friend, Trillia. And then a year or so ago, she developed a bad case of rust. Oh my God, it was literally every leaf. And I thought she's going to be so weak from everything, this rust is going to kill her. So defoliated her completely. Grew back. Initially it was okay. Then the rust literally overnight, it seemed, came back in force. It was a nightmare. So that happened 3 or 4 times. And I was worried about her getting weaker every time, defoliating her completely. So we did the next step up, which was to take her out of the pot, completely change the soil, treat the roots, completely change the soil, throw it away, burn it, whatever, and put her back in some real free drainage stuff with lots of sphagnum moss to help root development. She's beautiful and she's worth the effort, because when you see this Nabari, you'll understand why she's worth the effort. Look at that, isn't that amazing? She really is beautiful, and she is well loved by her mum. So I'm happy to report that she does have a few leaves. This is 2 weeks, 3 weeks, no, 4 weeks after repotting. 3 weeks, sorry. And there's maybe a dozen very small leaves, newish leaves, that are coming out with rust on, so they're going straight away. But it looks like new leaves from now on seem to be okay. So fingers crossed. I'm just going to let her grow crazy, and then we'll look at her again in maybe 6 months or 9 months, a year, and see what we can keep for tree development, and hope that that rust has gone away for good. Well, that's about it, really, for me. So sorry, brain fog. Glitch. Brain fog glitch. Yeah, so that's my exercise done for the night, and I will now be retiring to my cave. I'm going to get a birdie creamy first, and then retire to my cave for an hour or so, roll a couple of nice bifters, have a couple of nice birdie creamy coffees, and a couple of kratom leaves, and I will be well sorted. That's it, really. Hope you enjoyed this little tour, which wasn't meant for most of you, but why not? Fuck it. For interest, for those who probably wouldn't know, I have ME CFS and have had since 1989. I'm 69 years old now, and I fiddle with bonsais and motorbikes, live for motorbikes. And this is our house in Thailand. Me and my wife, we've been together for 24 years. I love her to bits, and I have 2 daughters, Thai daughters, and an English son who is currently in Portugal, lives in Portugal with his wonderful girlfriend. Yeah, so I just thought I'd give you a glimpse into our life. Hope you enjoyed it. Sorry about all the roots. It's Lan and her bloody orchids. They're everywhere. Enjoy.